I'm coming at you with a massive attack. I'll leave you flat on your back, smack you with my mind attack. Go bones will pop, snap and crackle. This is a blitzkrieg, son. Sit down, I already won. Punishment has to begun. Just let me reload my gun of ones. It's time to get off my pitch. Here I can help you with this. My shadow friend got a shiv, and he likes when you resist. Time to be quiet, don't snitch. I love the thrill of the risk. All day I spin like a disc. You know it deep in your soul. It's in your blood to mold. Bet every dollar you own. It's in your blood to mold. Man, this boy's out of control. It's in your blood to mold. You got some dice to roll. It's in your blood to mold. You know it deep in your soul. It's in your blood to mold. Bet every dollar you own. It's in your blood to mold. Man, this boy's out of control. It's in your blood to mold. You got some dice to roll. It's in your blood to mold. 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 It's in your blood to mold.
Let's go. We've already done better than last season because we've got to hear that playoff music. Oh, thank you so much for the resub, Dizzy. 40 months, one of the weirdos. We've got to hear that playoff music 3 times this season because we're into the quarterfinals. Some way, somehow. It's felt like a hairy journey this season. I didn't think I was even going to make playoffs at one point because things were super tough in Big O top division, but we are here. We are in a quarterfinal. Hello, everybody. Hey, Talk and JD Whitey and Collie and Endware and Shamba and Rick the Vagabond and Blood Bowl Nut and Dizzy Bess and Hendy and Saddest Jackdaw and so Salty Salt and DC Matt. I think that's everybody. Thank you again for the resub, Dizzy. 40 months as a weirdo, which is really like funny whenever those things pop up because it's always like just like dates our friendship, doesn't it? When we first became friends on the Twitch. Let's have a quick look at the teams before we there's going to be spoilers for other games here, I'm sorry, but all the games have been played a day or two ago now, so we are the last quarterfinal to get played. This is my Wood Elf team. It's got a tree, a tackle, mighty blow, juggernaut, war dancer, tackle, mighty blow, dauntless, war dancer. Stupid game. A juggernaut, frenzy, war dancer, a movement 9 sprint, 1 turner, a blodge step catcher. Unfortunately, we had another catcher who died literally on the final turn of our last game. We have the throw-out leader. We have 13 players. I did think about skilling these players, but I looked at my opponent, and if I took even a random skill, that was going to give them enough cash to buy an extra rotter, and I thought, let's not do that. This is what their roster looks like. They've got 13 players. The reason I didn't want them to have even more rotters is because more rotters, more fouling. They've got a rot spawn with guard and stand firm. They've got block and claws and mighty blow and guard on this one bloater. Another block guard bloater. These 2 baby bloaters, it's been a bit of clearly been some bloater damage you would think to end up here because I think this team is 2 seasons old, the same as ours. So bit of an uneven set of bloaters, but I think against Wood Elves is probably fine unless they just happen to roll some very badly timed 1 in 9s. I think they'll be able to live with this because we're not really going to brawl with them anyway. They've got a very good elf hunter here with a tackle and mighty blow and juggernaut, and they've got a lovely ball carrier with the movement up and the sure hands as well. So they are pretty well set. Opponent's just messaging. I think I might need to just quickly hit my expensive mistakes button. I think I'd forgotten to do that. Opponent was just messaging saying, expensive mistakes, crisis averted. That's good news because if we lose, we're going to be going to redraft. So hit the button, see if they are indeed ready. So yes, quarterfinals are here. My opponent Ameno, I believe, finished second in the top conference of... Let me just check that quickly. So I was third in the Oceanic Conference, in the top division of the Oceanic Conference, and my opponent was second in the European top division. So we've both come through very tough divisions. Shamba saying remembers this team because he obviously played against them in the top European division. When I played against them regular season, they only had 3 bloat as well. So yeah, they've definitely taken some punishment. We're very close on TV. I think there's only 20 TV in it, so should be no inducements here, I think, or maybe an assistant coach, which is kind of nice. We've seen Bomber in playoffs. We saw, I can't even remember what star player we saw we saw Griff in the first game, so we've had to play against a couple of the absolute best star players in Blood Bowl on this playoff run already. So kind of nice just to have a straight up team versus team matchup for the quarterfinal. Outcast is here in chat. Hey Outcast, cover your ears if you don't want Rebel spoilers, though I think it's a couple of days old now. Outcast will be our opponent if we win, or they will be Ameno's opponent if we lose. They are already through to the semi-finals with Underworld, so definitely some investment in seeing how this goes. So yeah, just quickly again, that's my team, 13 players, very, very top-loaded roster. I'd love to have some skills in these players, and I could have put a dodge here, I thought about it, or a wrestle here. I could have randomed these two, but again, I just didn't want to give them more an excuse to go out and buy another rotter when I'd prefer they stay at 13, which at least makes them some risk to fouling. It's not that big a risk, but some risk to fouling that dirty player. So I stayed where I was. Yeah, it should be an interesting game. It's really like funny how things have gone around with Nurgle, because back in the old days of Rebel, I would 100% have expected to see a bunch of Nurgle teams in playoffs. In the days of Clawpom, they were one of the most common teams to see in playoffs because they just built up and got more and more monstrous. And obviously there was no redraft in those days, so the top teams in Rebel were generally these absolutely beastly more than 2,000 TV teams, whereas we're only into season 2 here, and there's redrafts, so I don't even know how big these teams will get. So yeah, definitely interesting to see Nurgle. I don't know if I'd say I'm happy to see Nurgle, because they're pretty stinking tough to play against, but stinking being the operative word as well. So we only actually have, because we're going to put our 1-turn options here on the bench, we only actually have 3 players that we're at all worried about looking after here. I think we still do the 4-4. They may well try and jam the beast up in here. Might as well protect the 7 SPP1 and the 4 SPP1. I'd love this to be another catcher. That was the other thing I thought about doing, was just firing a lineman and getting a catcher. Maybe I should have done, again, just trying to work out what the right way to do these things is. Maybe we split the ward answers so that they don't have quite as easy a chance of just jamming into us with a beast. If they do jam into us, of course, we have got the Dauntless Mighty Bow to hit back with, so we have some options. Oh, yuck, Nurgle, yeah. 1590. It's pretty big in like the current meta, definitely. So Shamba, oh, you've redrafted for your second season? Interesting, okay. So in reality, you had about 1,400 budget after fees. Yeah, I think the way it works really now, you're going to be like very much pulled towards having a couple of superstars you can keep, but keeping the whole roster is hard, which is tough for teams like Nurgle or Lizards, which Shamba plays, because obviously a big part of what they do is you want to keep the forward stuff on. I really feel like I should switch some skills off here, but make it a bit more visible. I have put the tree on the line, which of course risks the claw hit. They're going to take it. It's one of those things when you've got a tree, I think you just have to suck it up, because what other choice do you have? The tree's job is to eat those hits so that an elf doesn't. But it is a risk, of course, with Claw Mighty Blow that might just die on turn 1. Happened to me in a tabletop tournament recently against Khorne. Officious Ref has mercifully not sent anyone off. Oh, they've stunned 2 though. I'm pretty happy with that. Like, they've stunned their dirty player, so it means no dirty player foul this time. And they've also stunned a lineman who was going to get punched, so pretty okay with that. That worked from the ref. Okay, so we get knocked down here. No Mighty Blow on this one. Doesn't need it. Just rolls the... well, actually, Mighty Blow would have been a Kaz, so I guess I should be happy that wasn't Mighty Blow. So here comes the claw hit on the tree. Does get the double pow, and I think we won't stand firm here. See if it matters at all, if it's even staying on the pitch. It is staying on the pitch. So the claws did their... claws were needed, because if they hadn't had claws, then they would have had to use Mighty Blow here. Although I guess it didn't make any difference, because the Mighty Blow then wasn't enough to do anything here. Okay, so not the greatest line of scrimmage, but only 1 removal, so it could be worse. Still got the blitz to come with this guy, so it could be 2 removals, I guess. Hey, Christopher and Country Pistol and Star Ferret. And Dukes. Ooh, damn it. It's always that moment on Sure Hands Play where you think they could fail this pickup and it would be amazing, but didn't happen for us this time. 2, 3, 4. They might not blitz, because blitzing here is going to leave me a hit on this killer, and I will take that hit on the killer 100 times out of 100 if you leave me that. Because hitting foul appearance, not very satisfying. Hitting killer, very satisfying. Yeah, I think that was the correct decision by them there, not to blitz just because of the positions. Now what do? They've got, unfortunately, with a short kick, they've got a stabilized drive immediately, which is clearly not what we were hoping for. Do we even blitz this turn? It's pretty hard to pressure this at the moment. And if we go for a blitz, we risk rolling foul appearance fail for a reroll we don't want to put in for a very low chance to removal. I don't think we blitz this turn. I'm not certain we do anything at all. Are we happy with our position? Like, holding the middle's good. There's no block onto another block. Staying here, like, if they push into this, at least gives our tree a chance to get out. I think no. I think we do absolutely nothing this turn. It's a weird choice, but I think it's the choice I'm happy with. Yeah. I think it's a really boring turn. I'm sorry to take such a long time to think about doing nothing, but sometimes doing nothing is the right choice, and I think it was that turn. So the only blitz we really could have gone for is just this one on the isolated bush at the front, and of course, it could work out. You could get lucky and roll big numbers, but you are just rolling for big numbers. Which, unfortunately, we're the ones getting banged out at the moment. Down 2 players now, and they're probably going to foul this one, which we couldn't do anything about because that one was stunned by the officious ref. So thank you so much for the tier 1 sub, Fart Bath, which is an amazing Twitch name. Thank you for the support. We're definitely lining up for a big foul here. I don't blame them. They've got a nice snowball going here with these removals. Just a stun on this one. It'd be really nice if this gets caught. Does not get caught. Okay, big stand-up roll. It's taken root, which we don't mind if it stands up. It stands up. Okay, great. That's definitely helpful. Now what? Could come around the back and try and hit this, but the stand firm the tentacles makes that a significant gamble. They're doing a really good job. You can, I mean, again, like not surprising in quarterfinals of playoffs, but you can see that they're thinking about not giving me good hits. They definitely have not given me good hits here, so literally don't know if I'm blitzing again. Oh. I guess the Dauntless could make that a 2 dice. Maybe it's enough value that it's worth trying. Okay. Fine. Not good, but fine. At least we can just do that and back off. Bring this around. Is that what you played, is he? Oh my god, no way. Okay, comes in for the killer hit on the... Puts a reroll into it, that's spicy. Guess they didn't want to get stuck there, but okay. So they've unrooted our tree, but they have not damaged it, so pretty okay with them spending a reroll on that. That's good for us. It's like the only situation where that Juggernaut wouldn't solve that for them, right? Because they could just push that normally. But because it was rooted, Juggernaut doesn't work, and so actually they would have been stuck if they failed it. So I do understand the reroll on that. I feel like it's probably not a reroll you want to make, but I think it's maybe a reroll that I understand making even though you don't want to make it. Okay, they have... Oh, no, it's going to be one of those games. It's always one of two ways with the ref. Either they send things off right away or they don't send things off at all. And we are in the don't send things off at all timeline. So we're down 3 already and the 3 on the floor. This is looking very difficult to stop. I'm going to be honest about this. This is already looking like a very difficult offense to stop. Unfortunately. We're on 8 and might be 7 if this doesn't get up, so... But we do have the 110. Not an easy 110 because of Nurgle and Stink and stuff, but we have the 110 to try. And... other things that can go our way. That's great. Love it when that keeps getting up. Is there any world we can punch through here? Get a hit on the ball. I mean, there's a world we can just come around and hit the ball anyway, but... Got 1 dice. It's not totally crazy, by the way. Like, it's maybe not ideal because we'd push ourselves into this, but 5+ to knock that over? This is currently 3. We could have to bring in 4, 5. Bring in 2 assists, make it a 1 dice. Because if we could hit from this side, we could even go 1 into 2. Big commitment, though. Other option is to hit this, which would need... Not 1 here, 2 dice. Punch this, but we'll just take things off the tree, which we don't really want to do. It's not good enough, is it? Need it to be a... we needed it to be a... pow, just get the way in on the front. It's not worth a reroll. I want to reroll it, but it's not worth a reroll. Okay, not dead. We're calling that a win at the moment. Not dead is what we're calling a win on current track. Because they are popping quite a lot, these elves, so far in this game. Push there actually could have allowed them to push the beast onto the war dancer, which would have been quite a fun play. I'm glad it didn't work, but it could have happened. Yeah, we're in trouble. There's not really like a lot that's going well for us here. Again, I think there is a play on the ball. I think it's even more aggressive than last time. We need to do that. We need to bring something around and base this. We wouldn't have amazing recovery. I think we need to be like realistic about where we are in this drive, and where we are in this drive is not in a winning position. So it'd be really nice to roll a pow, which we've not done very well at so far.
A good coach always uses right player, right draw.
Stop there. You just have to close your eyes, block your nose, close your bow,
Well, we tried. Definitely feels like there's like not a lot different we could have done, just because like we haven't had a lot of success on the dice we have rolled. I haven't rolled that many dice. We definitely like could have gone for the ball. That's been available both times. I just don't feel like if we had, we would have knocked it down, because the last couple of turns has been a lot of 1s and 2s. I mean, there was one power in there, right? Like at the beginning. Yeah, when we did the hit on the ball last time, we got the 1 and 9. So I don't know. I'd like to be able to play a different drive to this, but the situation is the situation. We've only got 4 players actually active at the moment, which is not enough to stop an 11-man offense. So, yeah, exactly, Volcanic. That's the other thing. Like, it wasn't like there was a great recovery on it. This is definitely not good that we've let that get hit. But again, like, where are we supposed to go? They're going to hit dodge, and it's not going to do it because they've got tackle. Didn't die, that's good. Can double rush to foul it, which they probably will. I would if I was them. I don't think I foul that one, fair enough. Also a good target. Okay, ref's woken up, we like that. And they've won to argue the call, so no more call arguing. They have left a hit on the ball here. It's not a great one, but it's there. Two dice into a one dice. I think we take it at this point. Haven't spent a reroll yet. I think we can spend this. Don't think we can reroll that, sadly. That's the most important one, so that's one which needs to go the furthest. Good. And we get up the tentacles. Oh, we can. That's nice. Okay, one more player back in the action. Definitely good news. Man, it would have been nice to roll a power and just break the armor there, wouldn't it, with the mighty blow? But look, we've got rid of their dirty player, which is nice. And like the dirty player's gone off, and we don't have any Kaz yet. We've got 3 KOs. We don't have any Kaz, so like it definitely could have been worse, that dirty player situation. Are we going to get the snap reroll again? We are. Banger's going to bang. Don't blame them, it's a good piece. It's got the removal. Just a KO. Okay. In res format, we would appo that, but this is not a res format. So we are going to try to live another day here. There's a lot of Blood Bowl to be paid. This is only turn 6. I have spent 2 rerolls, which would be a thing which I would think, oh, maybe we can lean on them here and do something, but we haven't got players to lean on them with. So that makes it a lot harder. Let's go for the one that can't regen at this point. Because they are currently now capped on 12 after that send-off. Not what we wanted. Can't. Gotta save them for the one turn at this point. It's a tough one turn with the stink, but it's not impossible. So better to have lots of rerolls for it. Oh, speedy beast. Guess the ball comes over here. Probably just going to blitz the soft target here. My guess. All guesses, but that's what I think I would do. Interesting to like see how the opponent plays. Like I obviously haven't played them before. I feel like they've played a mostly pretty conservative game. Like they've done pretty safe moves. They haven't based this at all. The only bit where they're being like not safe, I guess, is like the greed hits with the greed rerolls on the killer, which they're going to do again here, it looks like. Oh, last reroll? I would not. Okay, but they're going to because they want to blitz this.
Did you?
Maybe I would, I guess. I'm going to hit that otherwise. Yeah, okay. Yeah, they're going after the thing. Well, they can't greed reroll this one. Now, the only thing here is if I can get a hit on the ball, they have no reroll to pick it up on. Like, obviously, this is a sure hands piece, but if I did manage to which makes it more interesting to think about doing. Like, if we broke armor on that, then no sure hands for the pickup. It's also pretty interesting just to hit this in the face. So the hit on the ball would be put that there, and we go to here. 3+ leap, double rush for 1, nice. I think I should do that. I think I should. I kind of don't want to now because I'll just punch this in the face, but I think that's good enough with no reroll to be worth doing. No reroll for our opponent.
And what a beautiful, graceful flying leap. Yeah, that was.
Ah, didn't get it. Didn't get it. Now we're going to get soifed. Oh well. Oh well. What can you do? You just have to stand up for reasons of reducing the surfing. I think we just lean into all of this now and hope they fail something because they've got no rerolls.
Vast and impossible to
We had 3 dice on the ball over the course of the drive, right? Like we had 3 1 dice hits on the ball, like 1 dice earlier, and then that one which we rerolled. So effectively 2. So we definitely could have sacked it here. How risky are they feeling with no rerolls? Apparently at least a bit risky. Well, that's pretty safe, isn't it? There were 2 skulls on it, but unfortunately it was a 3 dice hit. They did not take the 2 dice on the wall, so they did not go for the serve. Fair enough. Well played, Ameno. Unfortunately, that has got an extra reroll out of us, that hit on the ball. Which means we only have 2 for this one turn. We do have the leader coming on, so we have a second one. Second more dance back is huge because the Juggernaut's really nice for 1 turn. So we are back on 10 players. And we have got the Juggernaut. Do I have enough players here to do the rudest 1 turn? I think I might. Definitely be easier if I had some guard, which I do not have. But So if we can put a line in front of this line, we don't need to do any dodges. We can just push this back here, push it into a line here, and use that to get our sidestep up, because we only need one push. This is an extremely rude one turn if it works. It's one of the things that's just possible with obnoxious one turners like we have. So we would just go 1, 2, 3 into here, and then when you come around here with you, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I need to roll a rush, but I can't know if I can start you any further up because I need you two here. If I don't need you two here, I guess I can move that in. Doesn't really matter. So I could save myself the movement. So we need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Problem is just then we need to get the first hit, which might have to go 1 dice. I think it's still how we want to do it. So yeah, let's give it a go. Okay, getting the kick straight to a thrower is amazing. Is that a 3+? We probably want to do that first now because that actually saves the player. So we could just fail immediately on this, but I think we have to do it. Oh, why did I go that side? Oh, that was stupid. Oh well, cost myself a player there. It's not critical, it's just that could have been in there and saved me a spot. Oh well. It's not critical, it's just annoying and a bit stupid. So we need 1 here. Can we get 1 here? 1, 2, 3. Yeah, that's really annoying. We could have made the first hit at 2 dice, now it's going to be a 1 dice. It's not the end of the world.
Gone into the opponent's tackle zone. There, should be good.
1, 2, 3. It's you, and then you dodge into there. Yeah, okay. Oh, that was so silly. We could have avoided this. Anyway. Get over it. You messed up. Get over it. Is there a way of doing this actually that lets me get 2 dice here? Let's put you there. Hit goes here. No, because we need that square filled right away. Okay, that's fine. So we do need all these filled. So yeah, 1 dice into 2 dice.
Is the assist going to be enough?
Juggernaut's good skill.
They're still standing. If I was on the receiving end of that, it'd be more terrifying than being urinated on by a flesh hound.
Now we're in range. 3 rushes, 2 rerolls. Hey! Wow, I messed up because I got lucky on that kick and I could have made that a 2 dice for the first hit. But that was still a pretty filthy 1 turn.
I wonder if I was would I want to return?
I mean, yeah. I definitely understand why people playing against that would be like, ugh. Like, you think you've done everything you can to make things hard, and then there's just a stupid elf thing to do on the outside. But yeah, Frenzy Juggernaut and then like the Movement 9 Sprint just allow you to do some Movement 9, Sidestep and Sprint, like all in combo, let you do some absolute BS. So now we have the 1-1 at half time, and I'm pretty sure we got a KO back just now. So yes, we're on 11 players. It's probably going to be a Daka. It's a little bit of a scary Daka because Nurgle can get up in the business and make things hard. It's It's really tough, Marionberry. Like if you do the backline defense, then obviously like it's not hard for me to get the pushes. So then you're just relying on me to fail a 4+ dodge, which is definitely can happen. But that's all you can really do on the backline defense, make it a 4+ dodge. I don't know with Nurgle. My gut instinct is with Nurgle, maybe there's a way to make it harder just to get the catch by keeping all of the disturbing presence really tight together. But I am not someone who's looked at that from the Nurgle side at all. So yeah, it's a difficult one for me to answer, I think. God, I haven't actually done a Dakar for a while. This is like, okay, dirty secret of my recent tabletop successes is that I have won my last 2 tabletop tournaments without doing a single Dakar. And it is making me think, would I be better off doing less Dakars? Like maybe I am wrong to do as many Dakars as I do. But I do think here, like when you are in a position where like scoring wins the game, basically, it feels kind of crazy not to. Like I've only got 11 players. If we do go to overtime, I'm going to be happier to have more players around, right? It's complicated. For sure it is complicated. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I was thinking I've not got enough elves here, and that's because one of them for some reason is hanging out here at the back. Who was that? Guinness. Of course it was Guinness. Guinness is doing his own thing because he's a legend. High kick is amazing. Love that. So now I can just take that ball and run away with it. Catch it, do your thing. Then we will take our blitz here. Fend away. Oh, it would have been so nice to get the cheeky removal there, but can't complain. We're doing pretty nicely here for things going our way. I tell you what's rewarding about that one turn, right? Like I'm totally down for like my opponent feeling frustrated by it. Like I think I on the other side of it could feel frustrated by it. But that's like a proper like result of learning that one turn. Like I did not know that one turn before. I looked at other people doing one turns. I watched K-Fog's videos, which are amazing, and I learned that one turn. So like it's nice to like learn something and then put it into action. It's like a rewarding feeling. Managed to one-turn touchdown with advance at Strangle versus Necro. Oh, against Necro? Holy cow. I guess because you can Hypnogaze and switch off the stand firm and sidestep. That's amazing, Spaggy. Well done. That's definitely true, Disgruntled Orc, yeah. Give anything for a Blood Bowl 1-turn puzzle minigame or something. Wouldn't that be fun if someone like made that as the minigame? I know like on Andy Devo's Discord there's a channel where people put some situations from games they've been in and say, hey, how would you deal with this? But Collie did one turning its fend. Nice. Love to see it. Pretty sure we just don't move for a turn here. Why don't we just think about where we're going to want to be? So like they are not in realistic blitzing range. They can double rush blitz with their ball carrier if they really want to, but they don't want to. So pop you there, I think. Bring you there and push you up. That's probably all we really want to do. It's not going to be easy Dakar. Like, if they just camper halfway, like, people always ask me this, like, how would you fight the Dakar? And there's different ways of approaching it. You can try to put the pressure on forwards. You can sit back and do what this opponent's doing. But this is, with Nurgle, this is hard work to go through. For sure. Do you normally go on turn 4? It's a square further back now. I don't think they're coming forward, so I'm going to push a couple of squares this turn. Just a couple. Give us more options for the next turn. I think that feels right. So they could, with the killer, double rush this turn if they want to. Again, feels like it's a bit of a gamble for them to go for that. So
Right next to a teammate.
no accidental handoffs, please. Are we backing up? We are. The other nice thing about the Dakar when your opponent has a big guy is you just create that chance that their big guy is going to not participate. Of course, like, there's a very, very strong chance my tree is now not participating in this drive because they haven't come forward. And that's exactly why I do this with the tree. I've talked about it loads. Like, putting the tree here means that if they come forward, they have to negotiate what they do about the tree. So the tree is going to do nothing on this drive on one level, but actually in some ways the tree is doing exactly what it needs to do this drive. Can we surf this turn? We could. Pretty rowdy. But it is turn 12. Possibly the time to get rowdy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 for the hit, 9 for the hit. Get out of there. Problem is where you're going to get out of there too, because you're going to need to leave that square busy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, because I can't leave out. I don't think I can this time. Okay, that answers that question then. Because we'd have to go, otherwise we're going 1 dice into red dice, which I think is not the one, even with Juggernaut. So are we blitzing something? I think no. I think we're just stepping to a halfway, keeping our line. Because I don't want to overstretch myself. I want to keep my options. Giving ourselves a double screen in front of the ball carrier, which I find generally helps. And now we roll this, and if it works, it works. If it doesn't, that's fine. If it doesn't, that's fine. We figured the tree probably wasn't going to be part of the drive. And I mean, actually, like, honestly, like, it failing here is better than it getting rooted back here. Because now if they try to slam into this, there's a chance the tree gets up and it's helpful again. So, like, honestly, like, not the worst thing for the tree to fall over on the last rush. Mm-hmm. Oh, thanks, the Wards, man. Welcome in. Oh, overtime format. Spending that reroll is spicy, but they have gone straight in. They're trying to get some removals. I understand they might be in a feeling here of how do we stop this? Because, of course, the obnoxious thing is this barely has to cross halfway to be in scoring range. So it is very hard to see easy options to completely cancel it. Okay, so we've finally committed this beast, which they did not do on the last drive. The Kekwitty. Hey, J-Lo. It's going to be an interesting turn. We're going to have options this turn, and they're all going to be a bit scary. But we're going to have options. Okay. Well, I think the best way is through here. I'd like to stand you up, but I think we're probably going to try and rush with you at the end of the turn, so we don't want to do that first. If we had some guard, I might lean into this, but I actually think at this point we just say, okay, you've gone for that. This is a Dauntless 2/3+. I think maybe that's even worth doing first. 2+ to hit, 3+, because if we make it, it really opens up our options a lot.
Obviously, when faced with a nerd team,
How the foul appearance, probably would leave it.
not necessarily pleasant substances.
Got 4 rerolls. Problem is, if we now fail the Dauntless as well, it's going to be real bad. Which we did. And then we followed the push on stand firm, so that was bad. I should have listened to my gut and not spent the reroll at all. Okay, that was not smart. Not smart by Tree. So we put ourselves in a more complicated position with that. And I have myself forgotten about the equity. Alright, well, we did what we did. See if we can get ourselves into a better position from here. The ball now needs to move this way. So we've got some screen if this all goes wrong. It might. Again, not the result we were hoping for there. But at least have some option. I should not have spent those rerolls. Boy, that was not clever. Oh well. At least that holds that there for a turn. Fine. It's worth a go.
That has earned their wages today.
One of them. I wish I hadn't spent those rerolls. That was really stupid. Oh well. Did a stupid thing. May get punished for it. We'll find out. The foul appearance was the perfect opportunity to not reroll. If I'd done the foul appearance success and then failed the Dauntless, I think I had to reroll, but the foul appearance was the time to not reroll. And I still did it, because I was being greedy. So, I deserve what I get, but it still feels bad. At least we got this scoring threat through. I feel like you can't ignore that now, like, because I can just literally go through and hand off to that. So, something they have to think about. Going for the war dance and not the scoring threat. They have rerolled every time so far. Not this time, though. They could have surfed that. Came with that for the wrong direction. They could have hit that from there. Brought that round and surfed it. Well, I guess it would have been hard to fill the square at the back. They could have got a second hit on it anyway. That was definitely available. Okay, just going to try and squeeze it in there.
Who knows the rules for nerdlings in the closet?
We need the rush. They did need that rush for sure. Awkward. We want to come back to this side, don't we? It's fine. Stand up, please. Great.
Pitch assassin to lowly
Stand up was
houseblood.
important. Turn 14. Some of these.
I wonder how fast they'd be after I broke some legs.
Oh dear.
That's
I hope
bad.
that player is right in the middle.
Thank God. But now down to one reroll though. Okay. Reroll situation. Definitely not good.
Greased balls would struggle to dodge from that defensive line. What a sneeze!
Love to get off these tentacles. We cannot.
Nicely done.
Good. Oh, we better hope we don't go to overtime with one reroll. Hey, Henning. Tree gets up on a 4+, never seems like a 4+. Normally feels like a 6+, the tree stand up, but today has been pretty good. Yeah, but we need to score now. We are in some trouble if we don't score. Oh, I can't believe I sent the 2 rerolls. The more I think about it, the more stupid it was. So if we do fail, it will be on my bad decisions rather than anything else. I knew better, but I let myself do it anyway. Okay, no knockdown there at least. Are you going to free the beast? Yes, you are. Free the beast, but also free my ball dancer.
What can you do against a full-speed horned?
Rushes. And the beast.
Now that's a holding maneuver if ever I saw one.
Does that beast make us come back to this side again? What's the play if we come this way? Jamming up here, standing that up, trying to get the tree on the beast. They're going to make some good screen in front of us. This way feels better, but Really relies on us being able to hit this, which is obviously not a given. That's good.
You won't leave him alone anytime soon.
That's good.
That's it. Force him back and then pow!
So it's not going to be very safe. Just got to be real about that. Can tag that, which we should do. And we can bracket it a bit coming down that way. We can't actually make this very safe. Go for everything. It's probably not going to work, but we're not putting a reroll into it, so you never know. We could alpha away all the way there. Oh, so close. If I had 3 rerolls left because I hadn't done that stupid hit at the beginning, I would 100% reroll this. But I don't.
Players on the ground.
Okay, they're not down there. Pretty much have to reroll that, I think.
5 gold pieces says he gets
1 in 9?
face on.
Not a 1 in 9. Okay. I don't think they had a choice in that. I think they had to reroll it. So at least they're down to 1 reroll as well now, whatever happens. Good 1 in 9 this. That would also be great.
If I had a goal for every player I've seen lying on the field during my career, well, I could start my own team. You only need 1 million gold.
Do not. No, but they don't power first time. Last reroll goes in. They do. Right, so they're out of rerolls, but they have got the knockdown. Obviously, we are going to.
Still, I'm willing to bet a good punch.
Where do we go? Do we actually want out? No, we probably don't, do we? Because it goes backwards. That'll kill it. I might want to go backwards. Scatter here would be good. Because we're looking at getting it to one of these 2 next turn.
Now as free as a fart in a thunderstorm.
Well,
The advantage.
it's not looking good. But they're out of rerolls too, so overtime is going to be interesting. It's definitely not looking good for scoring next turn. I'm going to try.
Now as free as a fart in a thunderstorm.
What do we need to do here? Got stink everywhere, so I feel like the best solution probably involves that going to the end zone and trying to get the ball to it in the end zone. The problem is our thrower's on the floor. It hasn't got very easy options for that, so maybe that's not the best option. That is 1, 2. Maybe we just gotta roll the hard catch. Catch right now is a -3, so it's a 5+. Hit this, we might be able to get the thrower involved. The throw's going to be like even harder than the catch is, so it's probably just trying to get the ball here on a handoff, isn't it? So in which case we're blitzing this. Has to be the play, I think.
Too easy. Now as free as a rock in a thunderstorm.
Just gotta do the 3+, don't I? Just gotta. Problems I don't power them in my way again. One problem at a time. I think I've got to eat that. I think I've got to save it for the overtime. Yeah, got to save it for overtime. They haven't got a scoring threat. We had a lot of dice to roll. Got to save it for overtime. Mistakes made. Really, just particularly that turn when I spent the rerolls at the start. I should have kept those. If I still had those rerolls, then everything would have looked different. So we are in a hairy spot now. Hoping we win the coin toss, obviously, but opponent is out of rerolls. We've still got one at least. Yikes. Let myself down a bit there, I think. That not my best work. After the lovely 1-10. I think could have done better. Glad that didn't die on the double skull. So small mercies.
Are they dancing or fighting?
Now his body can move freely.
Oh my god, got sent off with a Pestigore, so that's something. Who wins the coin toss? It's kind of everything now, isn't it? They're going to have 11 players anyway, but they have taken themselves down one Pestigore. Ah, they've won the toss. Okay, well, here's the tiny sliver of good news, and it is a tiny sliver. Rebel rules are if you successfully defend in overtime, you win, so you don't have to score. However, for them, it's if they can score, they win. And they're on offense, which is definitely favourable for them. It's 11 on 11. Putting my catcher on here. There's no point putting the thrower on because the lead has been used. But yes, Rebel overtime rules. If our opponent scores, they win. If we successfully defend and it stays at 1-1, then we win. There's no kicks.
This is indeed a vital
So defense is something. Deep kick this time as well is nice. We've got 5 players here. think we just edge up a tiny bit to give ourselves a chance to pressure if things like ball handling fails. But it's not going to be a lot. It's going to be like, because we don't want to give them extra hits. Oh, I can't even move. Well, to be fair, I think I can do that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. No rerolls. I actually think. Do it. I dare ya. So. That stays where it is. So not very exciting, but. So we need to see some double skulls from them. We just rolled a double skull. If we can see a double skulls from them, then that could definitely change this very quickly in our favour.
Any advice for the budding coach?
Okay, bring everything back. It's sensible to stop from splitting the team, but it isn't awful for me, right? Like if they have to retreat, then again, like defending successfully here wins the game. So if they've got to go back, then that means they've got further to go to score. Okay, they're not getting the knockdowns on those first 2 hits. Is great. They're going to get on the tree now with the claw still because they have got all the guard tied in here. Oh, they're going to do it with that one. Fair enough. Gets it. And I've got Juggernaut, so I can't stand firm. I was just thinking, should I stand firm? And I was like, oh yeah, don't have a choice. I think this is sensible. Again, like I think Kamelo's like playing really like sensible, conservative, but like you're supposed to be conservative with Nurgle, like sensible, conservative Blood Bowl, like taking the safest moves, being like thoughtful there about taking that blitz, which means you now get this one to come back and give you more bodies here because you're going to need them. Like I think they've played a good game so far. Oh, well, a couple more of those could help us a lot as well. Okay, good. Fine. Not great, but fine. So we need to come forward and put some pressure on this, obviously. Question is just like how much and how. Gonna want to blitz one of these. And frankly, I don't even hate basing these at this point because they haven't got block. That's a shame.
Toad. Still be a Blood Bowl player.
Interesting that coming from you, Bob. Or even the commentator.
We're going full. We're going all in. We're going full. Make a mess. I actually want something on this so it can't be annoying. But I failed. So we have presented them with a lot of chances to fail a 1 in 9. Yeah, again, sensible blitz. Use the player that doesn't turn over on a 1 in 9. Gets a removal.
His claws cut like a hot knife through a halfling eye. If you can't break the
Oh, that would have been amazing. I mean, that would have been game over if they failed that, I think. Obviously would have been very unlucky on their part, but yeah, would have been amazing for us.
I should probably say something meaningful to all our Cabal Vision viewers. Splat.
Yeah, should have positioned that differently. That wasn't my best. Wasn't my finest work. Not my finest choice. Tried to fix it by bringing this around and then I failed the last rush. There is a 1 in 9.
Did the attacking player just slip over?
That's good. So now we definitely want to tag the back of the cage here. Standing up is great. Stand you up as well.
Unity is strength.
Great. She's in. Oh, that's amazing. What the range I wanted here. But it's that. Maybe I shouldn't. This is the 1 dice, even if it.
Why stop there? You just have to close your eyes, block your nose, and close your bow.
Maybe that was dumb. When I say maybe, I mean almost certainly that was dumb. However, for some reason, they've decided to let me have my war dances back, which I'm very happy about. Not totally sure why they've done that, but I'm not going to question it. I'm just going to be happy about it. I think they should have stood firm there. They had 3 players tied up on me. Beast.
It looks rather like an old traditional spectacle in its style.
I know this one. Torgomania.
Another player
I'm going to run this way.
is spitting teeth like this.
We are thinning out the number of players that are running with them. Or they're not going to run that way. Yeah, I wonder if they did. I did wonder if that was possible. Yeah, I thought about dodging these to improve my not letting that get free, but with only 1 reroll, it's all scary.
Oh dear. I hope that
Okay,
player
no
has
power's
original
great.
will.
I don't want you to hit it, so we're probably just
Unload right, and you should know.
getting off the tackle, aren't we? Oh, that isn't a tackle anyway, but yeah, that's fine. I didn't want to come this way because of that. Give this the option of coming around, makes sense. Full power on that is not good. Full power on that is very not good. That was the risk I took. That's very not good.
Apparently this player can't even put his own shoes on.
And that goes stupid, which is great. That dodges, which is not great. Man, roller coaster. Some good things, some bad things, some more bad things. Mostly bad things that turn, I have to be honest. So, not an ideal spot for us, but this is not rooted. For some reason I thought this was rooted. That's good. So we actually could punch this. Maybe even should. You are standing up. I think our blitz is just here, to be honest. This turn, the most important thing is just to not let them run off on us. So do it with block, keep it safe, keep that in front. Get the stun again is lovely. So we've at least got one more dancer in a reactive position. Big stuns on both sides. I definitely was definitely hurt me not to be able to activate those two players that turn, but then I got stuns back on these two, which have helped me. So yeah, stuns have been doing some work on both sides in this drive. Okay, we're just gonna wake that up. I think that's smart. Can I foul this? Probably with this one.
That's a solid formation. I want to see the opposing team have a go at the ball. Now as free as a fart in a thunderstorm.
Okay, that's got us down to 9.
Sometimes chaos God would have given me half of my hands.
Your hands are already hands, Bob.
Oh, this is bad. Armor breaks here are bad. Bad, bad, bad. We have not got a lot to keep in front of this now, so they're going to have room to come forward. Okay, we're going to upper this even on a KO. Does get sent off as well. Alright, well, let's get things in front first. That's the most important thing. We have not got a lot of players active this turn. I think we're probably not taking a blitz. I could do that on 2 dice because I could with you, but I don't get you as far as no, I can't give up that much space. Just can't. Turn me on. Sorry, Greed Tea, but I think you actually need to do that because that killer is the thing that's going to stop us from getting able to recover here. Just put one nice on that. It's not good enough. This needs to get up.
The other one stood there like it's not easy. By myself.
It can't be worth doing that. It just can't. That thing's got to be there. The tree's got to be doing more work where it is than it would be. Like if it 1 in 9's there, then it's a disaster. So, this is definitely tense. So I wish they didn't have a movement 7 ball carrier. It's definitely helping them in this situation.
Right, but there's something else.
Get the power there. Or the both turn, we can take either. Get the pallets you follow up and help the beast, so definitely. Would you hit the tree now? Probably. It would have been so good if that hadn't knocked over, but was always likely to knock over. I think just close to the action, but probably is going off. Oh, dead catcher. Well, we risked it. We knew that was a risk. It's given them an extra player, but that doesn't make a difference with this game.
Should they be stomping on the player's neck with those stunning boots that high?
Oh, it does get knocked down the tree. This is starting to feel like a loss. The key things are tipping against us here. We needed some of these things to go away, and they aren't. I've asked them questions. Like, I don't feel like I've played this horribly. I think I could have done things better on the main part of the game, but I think this overtime I've really done a lot of what I can, and they've just managed to make all the big dice when they need them.
If I had a girl I've seen lying on the field during my career, well,
Okay, that getting up does help.
own team.
Does help. We've got down here, so you're just on the floor. These all feel bad, these options. Well, that's definitely nice. Okay, so now we can blitz here on 2 dice, which means we don't have to commit these, which means we... Well, it's all 1 in 36s, isn't it? So... Fine. Not great, but fine. At least we're up. Sneak is good. Can we even dodge this, or do we leave it? Leave it. I think we're better off dodging it. Well, we've got some pressure on it. We've still got our rerolls, but the path ahead is not that hard for them to take. So is there 22? So they've only got 2 turns after this, so they do need to keep moving. Even with movement 7 on that ball carrier. Who have we given them? What player? Greed T. Greed T is now a Nurgle. Poor Greed T.
Excuse my bad manners, but I gotta break in.
They've done very well on the armor rolls in overtime. Like, it feels like more or less every hit is broken armor on when it's knocked us down in overtime, which is clearly making things a lot harder for us.
Oh dear. I hope that player has written a will.
Written? Players can barely speak. Now, I won't write. And you should know. You get
Well, I'd love to go in for this, but we haven't really got enough elves, whereas it is definitely the case that next turn they have to push because they are out of time. So I think we back off again here. As unsatisfying as that can feel. think it's correct. Can't reroll it. Oh, that's a huge pow. That's possibly won them the game. Because I think they can outrun us now. That's a huge pow. Oh, no tackle on that. That just had to be a pow. Well, we'll find out, I guess. That's a huge pow. I've got to save it for the last turn, Chamber. I've got to, like... Why? Because that dodge doesn't stop them from getting through, and last turn I might have a chance to do something about them scoring. Like, I don't think they're going to be able to like bring a lot through with this, so they're going to have to do some... It's going to be at least a bit potato-y here, right? Like it's... And like if they don't roll that pow, this situation is immediately a lot worse, right? That's a 30% chance to roll that pow. So like, I don't think I did the wrong thing there. Obviously, like, you just want it to succeed and not have to spend the reroll on it. But like, it's the rod I made for my own back by spending my rerolls badly earlier in the game. So 1 and 9 here would be huge. I assume they're going to take this block and try to move this free. Like, I really need this to not be active next turn. But they're making all these 1 and 9s, as they have all through overtime, really, since the first turn. The first turn they failed to pick up, and that was big. But yeah, now they've made everything. Oh, they haven't freed that. Okay, so now I've got some options. Okay. Now we've got at least some options. Going for the foul here. That's okay. I'm not actually the thing I'm most worried about. This is why, because I have a hit on the ball now, Shamba, right? Like, I literally have a hit on the ball. So, like, it's dice, and I need a reroll for them. Like, I'm very happy about this, because now, if you look at this, even if I can just get this sidestep up on their player, then that's something they've got to deal with without a reroll. So already we've done something, right? We'll put this here as well. And then what's our option here? Dodge and 2 rushes. It's got to be that, hasn't it? Get it! Come on! Come on! That's what we kept the reroll for. That right there. Is it in range still? It is not without a chain push, which is not impossible. That is exactly what the reroll was saved for. Wowzer. All right. That can definitely score. Can't really do much else because I haven't got any players left. Like, see if Leap Sang Suzhong wants to come and base that. Oh, boy. Well, it's not impossible, but it's unlikely, I think, is where we are now. If they make it, you have to shrug and say that's Blood Bowl. That needs pushing to get into range. They have got some pieces here that could push. I don't know if they've got the angle to get it. The other option is just to free this up and then get it and get the ball to there. So there's dice to be rolled. There's dice to be rolled. We're not done. Oh my god, yes. Come on. Oh. It's been a great game. Like, hats off to Ameno. I think they've played, like, since halftime. I think they've probably played better than me because I think my reroll at the beginning of the second half was really dumb, the 2 rerolls I spent. So if they get it, they get it. Like, it's cool that it's gone down to turn 24 and that there's, like, actually, like, a decision to be made on turn 24, right? Like, after that, like... I think there was a time in the recent past where I would not have been this philosophical about it, but like I've won 2 tournaments recently. Those are on tabletop, so you don't get to share in them, but I've had that experience. So like I now am more able to say, you know what, sometimes you get lucky, sometimes you don't. So we'll see if we get lucky this time. I think they've worked out the chain push, which is neat. So if they get it, again, you just have to say that was neat. Like if they make a chain push from here and it works, you kind of just have to take your hat off and say that was cool, right? Like that's like good blood ball play, continuing to find answers. So they're going to push into here, I'm not sure what they're doing. I'm gonna dodge that. I don't think taking the power helps me. Okay, so I guess the play is 4+ dodge. Okay, it's possible. 3+ dodge, 5+ pickup, 3+ dodge. Tough pass. Like it's possible. But it has not. Has that worked? I don't think that's worked. No. Whew! We're going to the semi-finals. And best of all, despite quite a few things dying, and for the second game in a row we do have a dead catcher, but the 3 stars of the team are not dead, so that at least, I think I have to take that hit, I'm sorry. That's maybe all we do now. We'll let the tree take a hit.
Oh dear. I hope that player has written a will.
What a supremely intense and difficult game of Blood Bowl. Super well played by Ameno. And I think I definitely got lucky. So, in keeping with my recent tabletop luck. So yes, they're going to show us this, which is back to front. But Rebel rules are if you make a successful defense in overtime, you win. That's Rebel rules. So even though this is showing up on stream, it's not going to be what actually decides the game. So they would have won on kicks. Oh, would they have won on kicks? We've got our symbol over here. We've got it saying you win, but I've got a feeling this is all back to front. Like our symbol is where their team name, their symbol is with our team name. I have no idea what's actually correct there, but I would have won on kicks. Shamba says. It's very confusing. The kicks menu is not right, and they really need to fix that for the World Championships. So it has shown up as victory here for me, and a nice MVP on Lady G'day as well. I'm going to say well done to Ameno because that was a yeah, super well played. Just messaging about it. I'm just saying, I love it. He found the chain push. It was a great effort. So yeah, that's it. That is the quarterfinal. We're going to be down Greed Tea. Rip Greed Tea. We're going to be down at least one lineman. I think it was just one lineman that died. I think the other ones are badly hurt. There might have been a seriously hurt, but you know what? We're going to have loads of cash, so I don't think we're going to have problems getting ourselves replenished to a sensible number, so that's good. I don't know if Outcast is still here in chat. That will be my opponent for the semi-final. Playing on Underworld. Oh my god, I've reached the point where I play against my nemesis team. A lot of you know that I played Underworld a bit on tabletop quite successfully for a while, and I managed to get them to be like I don't know, I had quite a good record with them. I think they were quite highly ranked or something. And then I got really sick of them and really mad at how overpowered they were at the time with swarming. They've now lost swarming, so they're a bit less overpowered than they used to be. Does that mean we validated now? Looks like it. Yeah, so that's the team now. We've dropped a bit on team value. But yeah, I will take a look at Outcast's team and make decisions. Oh, I was wondering if we got this. So we have hit the stat point for Lady G'day. I was saving for that. So we have no choice. We're going to have to roll that. So I'm going to roll that right now and see what we get. We can always do it later, but we actually have to roll this. So the dream is agility up, but movement up is also pretty great. Strength up is a bit crazy, but I might take it just for the fun. We got the movement up. Movement up is great. Like it's not like your first choice because we've already got a movement 9 player obviously, and this is the player who tends to do the pushes to help the one turn rather than being the one turner. But look, a war dancer with movement 9 just for 20k extra, I'm taking that every time. Movement 9 is amazing. So I guess the only other argument would be to give it the armor up because it's only 10k, but nah, movement 9 war dancer is great. I'll take a movement 9 war dancer. More movement 9, more better, and pretty nice for hunting down gutter runners, which we might have to deal with in our next game. Why not just grab a double or a regular? Hey out, guys. I should have gone a bit slower there just to talk through everything. You absolutely could make a case for just taking a double, right? Like, and what are the doubles that we would want on this player? She's already got Juggernaut, so she doesn't need another secondary particularly. You could give her Mighty Blow just to have more Mighty Blow, and that's fine, but it starts to be a bit of a waste because it's costing you 40k for each of these secondaries, and if you put that in there for 40k, you still only get to blitz with one of these per turn, right? So like it's a bit of bloat to put the 40k on that. And in general, I would say that about like all of the strength skills. I think the only other real options that you might think about, guard, just because guard is amazing, but do I want this piece to be ending turns based on things, which is what happens to guard pieces? I definitely don't. And then there's break tackle, which kind of functions as like a pseudo edge 1+, like it kind of does some of the same stuff, but it doesn't do it as well, right? Because you can't use it on the leaps, which is a big part of the benefit of the edge up on a war dancer. And again, you're paying 40k for it. So that's really the problem, is it's 40k for that secondary, whereas it's only 20k for that movement. And the movement, first of all, like having a player that's strength 3 and block and dodge and frenzy that can go 9 squares, that's wild. Like that can do a lot of getting all over the pitch to hunt things down. But also, like, what if Catcher gets injured? Well, now I've actually got a second one turner. Like it's got multiple uses, and I think they're all worth it for 20k. I think the only I think AV plus is a consideration for 10k. I actually really do, like, because I think I could make a pretty good argument that the next two skills on both of these could just be AV plus, and then you've got two AV 10 plus war dances. How good does that sound? Like, obviously not last game because we played against Claw, but two AV 10 war dancers that can get stuck in, that can leap into cages and then probably not die. Like, super good. But sidestep on both of those also would be totally like reasonable choice. The reason not to take it is that I just saved 25 SPP, and I don't want to spend my 25 SPP on sidestep. Like, AV 9 plus first, Beggy, and then AV 10 plus. KFO degrees. There you go. That's the approval I needed. AV plus and MA plus are good value in this version. Yeah, I agree. Congratulations, KFO, on getting through to the knockout round of the World Champs, by the way. I saw you did that. For those watching on YouTube where these things happen out of sequence, I have not played my last game in the World Champs group stage yet, so I don't know if I'm going through. So yeah, we're almost certainly going to buy a minimum of, we're currently on 11 players, but we're going to buy at least one. We're not going into the next round without a bench. We're going to look at, oh wait, you're on 10, so at least two. We're going to look at Outcast's team and make that decision before we do it. But for now, I should wrap this up. I'll look at all the skills and levels and stuff like that once I've looked at Outcast team and had a breather. But yeah, for now, for those of you who've been following this run on YouTube, the dream continues. The dream continues. It's definitely looking harder and harder as this team thins out. The two catchers dying the last two games. It does hurt. It does definitely make a difference. But yeah, if you're enjoying the run on YouTube, hit that like and subscribe.